Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, please make him feel welcome, Monsignor Reilly.
Every poll in America today shows the light bulb is going off. That the young people are overwhelmingly pro-life. In Hungary now, life is to be protected from the moment of conception until natural death. In Poland, Parliament overwhelmingly now has voted no more abortions. In Russia now, the president just signed a new law. No one can advertise abortion in Russia unless you put clearly into that advertisement that abortion is a dangerous medical procedure. I'm outside the abortion clinics every day, and going into the clinics is two people healthy and alive, mom and the child. And it comes back out later, one dead and one wounded. Roe v. Wade was supposed to remove protection of the law for the unborn children. That's what people think. No. Roe v. Wade was the end of Western civilization. Life comes from God, not from the state, not from any individual, and life is sacred, and no one has a right to take an innocent human life, period. In Roe v. Wade, and what they started to say is, until the child is capable of standing on its own, of meaningful existence, until the quality of the life of the child is acceptable, it has no rights. We turned everything on its head. Namely, that the quality of life became the absolute, and your right to life became relative to the quality of your life as determined by others, not by you. So the Down syndrome child in America today, 90 out of every 100 are killed. In Europe, 95 out of every 100 are killed. It's not their choice, it's the choice of someone else. And they start to convince you, your life is only worth living if it's meaningful, if there's no pain, if there's this, if that. Otherwise, it's better for someone not to allow you to even be born, save you from something, save you from pain. So there's this scientific, eugenic, clean cleansing of the human race going on in these fertility labs all across the world. So slowly but surely, we began to accept the commandment of man. Thou shalt not kill an innocent human person unless the quality of their life is not acceptable to you. Then you can kill them. Everything is situational ethics today. Well, Father, you have to say, in my case, in my case, in my case, I'm able to do the most damnable things because in my case. Wait a second, is it right or wrong in terms of the whole vision of who you are and as a human being? You must ask this question, not in my case. I am outside the abortion mills every day. Women come to the abortion clinics and they are so alive and they want to believe it. That in some strange way, if I have this abortion, the past will be represented, made very present again, and I get on with my life. And we have to be able to tell them, wait a second, this is an incredibly selfish thing you're asking. It's not even a life for a life. It's a life for your convenience. What in the name of God have we reached? So they go inside, and it happens that in the recovery room, they say, oh, thanks be to God, my womb is empty. And then 20 minutes later, my friends, the woman says, my God, my womb is empty. And her self-esteem goes right through the floor. And she said, my God, they lied to me. I was exploited. And that's when they need your presence. You're not only to try to save the babies, my friend. You are called to help the people caught in this culture of death. They need you. Mothers come up to me after the abortion and their self-esteem is down to the floor. And they'll say to me, Father, could God ever love me again? And I simply say to them, Mom, it's the wrong question. The wrong question. Could God ever love you again? The truth is this, Mom. God never stopped loving you. And that's the fact. The question is this. God has it for you, Mom. Will you love God again? Have no fear. The outcome of the battle for life is already decided. Even though the struggle goes on against great odds and with much suffering. Do not be afraid to go onto the streets, into the public square, like the first apostles who preached Christ and the good news of salvation in the public squares of the cities and of the towns and the villages. This is no time to be ashamed of the gospel, It's the time to preach it from the rooftops. God bless you.